We just had an opportunity to tour some of the sites where the fire took place. First thing, it's so spotty. It jumps one building onto the next, and it's amazing. And our hearts go out to those who have lost their homes, their property. But there's a lot of thanks here. First, a lot of homes were saved. And the firefighters are still out there putting out spotty areas. But what an amazing a group of people who have done so much for the county. No lives were lost. And that's huge when you consider the size of this fire. But we have a lot to do together. We have a lot to clean up, a lot to rebuild, and folks that are going to need help. And Clackamas County's here to help. Along with the federal resources, state resources, we care a lot and will help you get through this crisis. Also got to thank the mayor of Estacada and the sheriff's department, who knocked on 2,600 doors at one point, probably more since, and got those people out when the fire was literally at their back door. And the mayor of Estacada, where is Sean?
Right over here.
He took his people in hand to a place where they could be safe. And of course, all of us who've experienced the smoke. I live in Canby, and I woke up on Tuesday morning. It was the scariest thing I've ever experienced.
The single most important metric in this was that no lives have been lost in Clackamas County, and these people should be congratulated for that. They've done an incredible job of taking care of people and making sure they're safe. And the volunteers that are making sure that there's food and clothing and other things that people need during the time that they've been evacuated from their homes, we have to say thank you to them too. Thank you.
What we just experienced was in some ways going on a trip of others' memory lane. Some of the images were absolutely heartbreaking. Devastation of lost structures with a slide that's still standing, or a message on a church that says, encourage someone today, that all you can see in the background is the fireplace and the rubble. The thought of the experiences that people have had with structures that have been lost, and the communities that have been impacted yet not destroyed, because this community has really come together to support each other, and it is really a beautiful thing.
Very sobering to see people's lives, and I know the investment people put in their properties and their home, and my heart goes out to all those folks. But also a tremendous amount of gratitude for all the firefighters, the first responders that saved all those properties that we also saw. So on one hand, very sobering, on the other hand, very refreshing, and it just very heartfelt experience. And my second emergency in Clackamas County, and probably the most significant in my memory.
Never in my experience in this county have I seen anything like this before. The devastation, the houses. But one of the things I've learned is that the citizens of Clackamas County are resilient. They help one another. They are volunteering all throughout the county to help folks who have been evacuated. They're bringing food to people. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
The one thing I want to highlight on the positive side of things is there were a number of fires that got right up to the homes. And while I believe it could have been drastically much worse, it was really a partnership of a team effort. And I don't think one individual agency can say, hey, it was because of us. I believe wholeheartedly it was a well-coordinated team effort, and to make everybody aware, I can't emphasize enough where in a time of need in this county, seeing all these people come together, the mayor of Molala, Estacada, you're really trying to do what was best for everybody.
I would be remiss if I didn't say the locals were incredible. They came to fight this fire because it's all they had. They didn't care about what would happen to them. They just stepped up and they got it done. And I think that's something we got to remember. It's the heart and soul of our little cities that get this done. And I think the people out here have been tremendous. I can't say enough good things about everybody out here, and everybody traveling to good old Estacada. Nobody knew where it was yesterday. Today it's all over the news. But if I could take it all back, I would. I just want to say thank you to everybody.
It started out rough, but while we're doing our logistics, trying to get help from the state, from the county, it's amazing in the situation we have politically and the division in our country. When this happened, there was no division. Everybody, every citizen got together, and we had a hillbilly fire crew, as people have called them out in Molala, that went out and started fighting fire. We have a volunteer fire department. Colton has a volunteer fire department. They worked together. They went from fire to try and hold it back long enough to get people in to fight it. And our citizens went up, cut fire lines. We had trailer after trailer, D9 Caterpillars, water trucks from construction companies. They were amazing. They were absolutely amazing.
Incident management, to be effective, requires early and often communication, and that was in place because of the partnerships that we were able to build with all the officials representing Clackamas County. So that's the success I see here. I go around the country and do this all the time. I get to see it when it goes well, and I get to see it when it goes bad, and the partnerships here really helped lead the success of our team.